For in today's Community Focus, from offshore wind turbines to fixing bridges and a whole lot more. Always a lot of ground to cover with Governor Dan McKee. Governor, thanks so much for being here.
Kim, thanks for the invite.
So I want to start with some national news. We're in the midst of a government shutdown right now, and the congressional stalemate at the center of all of this is over Affordable Care Act tax credits. How concerned are you about the impacts this could have on Rhode Islanders' health insurance premiums, especially those who rely on the Affordable Care Act and Health Source Rhode Island?
Well, we're very concerned, and we really support our congressional delegation in terms of pushing back to really protect this health care component. If this goes through and that premium tax credit is not continued, this could cost thousands of people that are on the Affordable Care Act and the Health Source Rhode Island, hundreds of dollars a month. And so we're hopeful that President Trump and the Republican Congress come to the common sense that keeps these things going and not just impact people in Rhode Island, but around the country.
Let's talk about some local news. The Washington Bridge audit. You said you had been advised by attorneys not to release that audit. Have they given you any similar advice talking about personnel action? Have attorneys advised you, for example, not to fire Director Peter Alviti because of how that might impact the ongoing litigation?
No.
So that's your own decision to keep him on board, despite what the report shows about Rhode's role that they played in the failure of the Washington Bridge?
Well, first of all, we're getting a lot of work done, Kim, and that's really important. Every blue bridge is a new bridge. We're doing more infrastructure improvements since I've been governor, and we're going to keep on working in the Department of Transportation to keep that work going, including the bridge rebuilding. We're rebuilding the bridge right now. We got a contractor. We're ahead of Maryland in terms of their whole time frame. Look, the traffic is difficult at times. We know it. I just was in a little bit of it on the way over. So, and we're asking people for their patience. Let's keep people safe, and we're going to keep on getting the work done.
But in terms of accountability, because Rhode Islanders really want to see some accountability, you've said repeatedly that that's going to happen during the lawsuit, during the legal process. Do you mean just accountability for the contractors or for RIDOT as well?
Well, we'll let the legal process run its course, and then it's going to be determined. Now, look, there's people who are putting out information in little pieces and bits and drabs.
Sure.
The Attorney General said that the other day that, look, we followed the legal advice. There's no legal advice in terms of personnel.
Okay.
This is about making sure that we recover dollars that we believe we deserve, and make sure that we're doing best by the taxpayers.
And you have full confidence in Director Alviti's leadership?
Well, I do. And obviously that is something that is measured every day. Everybody that I work with, if they're delivering, and they are, then I'm really pleased. And if they're not, then we're going to keep on, trying to encourage them to do better. But in fact, at this point in time, I have no intentions of moving anywhere in the DOT leadership team.
Okay, let's talk about the Revolution Wind project. Construction has begun once again after a judge sided with Orsted about the stop work order, Orsted, I should say, about the stop work order. The fact that you were here last time, you said that you had been speaking with Secretary of the Interior Doug Burgum about this. Where do those conversations stand? Because the White House has said that judge's order is not the final say on this project.
Well, we hope it is, because this is something that's very important to our jobs, our energy source, as well as the taxpayers, the people. People live in the state of Rhode Island and paying the utility bills. This is going to benefit them. So we're very happy with the decision that the work is continuing now, and we expect that is going to continue. It'll be in working order this time next year, right around this time next year, electrifying 200,000 homes in the state of Rhode Island at less than 10 cents a kilowatt, which is better than we have, we're heading into this winter season. So we're hopeful that the decision is just going to not be appealed, but we continue to back channel into the White House with Secretary Burgum and others to continue to express why a project that's 80% complete, 90% on the transmission lines, and is going to do a lot of good for us here in Rhode Island. We don't have an oil well, we don't have a gas line. If they want to bring a national gas line under circumstances that work for us, then let's get more resources. But we don't have the resources. We got the offshore wind. We want to keep it going and keep people working. and help people in terms of controlling their cost on their electric bill.
We've got about 20 seconds left, but I want to ask about the Brown University Health and Brown Physicians merger that is going to happen. They have to accommodate 40,000 new patients by the end of 2029. Are you satisfied with the merger? Any concerns about it?
No, I'm satisfied that, you know, the Attorney General has looked at it, and then he's speaking in favor of it as well, and we got to make sure that we continue to keep our standing. We're in the top 5 in the country on health care. We're going to keep that. And if this helps us do that, then I'm in favor of that.
All right, Governor Dan McKee, we're out of time, but thanks so much for being here.
Okay, Kim, thank you.